Hello and welcome to the Sonic Shuffle, a random and holistic Sonic lore podcast. I am one of the students. My name's Devin.
I'm the other student, Morg.
And I'm the teacher, Dan. This week we are talking about, Sonic Boom. Some more episodes of that. Episodes 13 through 16 of Season 1.
Some very Knuckles-focused episodes.
Yeah, this show really likes writing Knuckles. Let's see, as far as news goes, I don't think there's anything new, but there is something I forgot to mention. During the, promotional material for Sonic Frontiers that showed up while we were away, one of them was, a song, let me see if I can find it. I'll cut this out, me looking for it.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see here. Search Google, fuck the pain away, my bed is in ruin. Okay, so, one of the, songs that was, featured in the promotional material for Sonic Frontiers, which, to the best of my knowledge, is, probably going to be in the game. Probably just like credits music or something, but it is Vandalized by 1OK Rock. It's lyric, which, it's a neat song, but the important part is, it contains the lyrics, fuck the pain away, my bed is in ruins, which has been, censored in the, Sonic release.
Cowards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Why is it gonna... Why? Why?
I don't know why they picked that song or what the song is about.
Yeah, fuck the pain
Let me
away.
see the
That's
lyrics.
interesting for a Sonic game?
Yeah, it's not in the game itself,
Okay.
or even in the promotional material, but, someone dug up the original song, and it does have the incredible lyrics. Let's see here. Come and leave your mark, vandalize my heart. Here it is. Yeah. Fuck the pain away, my bed is in ruins. Now you in my veins. Don't know how you do it. Come and leave your mark, vandalize my heart. I think it might... Let's see.
Did Bella Swan write this for Edward?
Maybe.
Maybe. Damn.
Edward wrote Bella's lullaby and she said, don't worry, I have a song for you.
I'm having fun looking at the lyrics on this official upload of the song. It's from the album Luxury Disease.
Shit.
It's I don't know what it's about. I guess it's some sort of weird love song.
It's about fucking the pain away. What do you mean? What is it about?
That's
Yeah, it's about, like, getting dicked down by your hot vampire boyfriend named Edward.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Exactly.
So, I just wanted to mention that, just because it was funny.
It's very, unexpected, I gotta say.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at YouTube and some other, not actual Sonic news, but I did want to point out that in the time during our break, Snapcube released their newest, real-time fan dub, focused on Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, yes,
also,
of course.
Also featuring
Yeah.
clips from Sonic Heroes when relevant. We'll go over that someday.
One day we'll talk about how Shadow and the Devil went to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, the main antagonist of that, story is, the devil from the Bible. It's all about furry suffrage and,
Let's go.
Shadow thinks the evilest thing he can do is kill the president, and the devil's like, that's literally the best thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten around to watching it yet, because it is like movie length, to be fair.
That it is.
That's why I
it
haven't
is. You
watched
get
the
your
Sonic
popcorn.
06 one. Yeah.
I wish I could like log Snap Cube's Shadow the Hedgehog dub into my Letterboxd.
That, I've seen some surprising things on Letterboxd. I'm shocked it's not on there.
I haven't checked, to be fair, but I would be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to be proven wrong.
Yeah. Let's.
Can I give Ken Penders updates by posting pictures of his comic in the chat?
Oh, absolutely. Let's get some Ken Penders updates.
Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful.
I don't know if I want.
Let me just go to mod chat and then place a great image of who I assume to be Tails, but if he was a DILF.
What?
Let's see this. I mean, it might be Tails as an adult. Oh, it's
yeah, Tails as a DILF.
Picture. Right. Yeah, that's Tails from the future.
Yeah, Tails as a DILF.
I guess, Ken Penders thinks. Well, a lot of fans ask the question for a variety of reasons. What would Tails look like as an adult? And I guess this is Ken Penders' approach, which is to make him look like a DILF.
Make him look like a Pixar dad.
But, like, they have to name him, like, he has to name him something else, right? If it's gonna be in his own, like...
Yeah. I know...
Original...
What's a synonym for Tails?
I know that he changed, Knuckles to, like, Canucks, and...
that's awful.
That's... Go a little further than
that's a joke that Eggman made in these episodes.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's noodles.
Thanks, Noggin.
Surprised you didn't say nipple. Thanks, nipples.
Yeah, he's Canucks, and it also, they're called Echid-Nyaz.
Yeah.
I think I did know that his last name was Nya in this.
A kid, yeah.
Mostly what he's posting now is 3D renderings of the ship he has for that comic.
Great.
That's just check-in with my mortal enemy.
I'm sorry I've created this enemy in your life, but
it's fine. I need more enemies. I'm building a rogues gallery.
Yeah. Such is the price of talking about Sonic the Hedgehog on a podcast.
It's true.
Let's see. That's it for news, I think, to the best of my knowledge. So, let's go over these 4 episodes of Sonic Boom. Episode 13, Unlucky Knuckles. Knuckles has bad luck.
He sure does, and he sure tries to, fix his luck by being more unlucky.
If you guys were ever unlucky and someone said you have to, like, run your bad luck streak out, how would you go about it? Would you intentionally put yourself in situations like this?
I don't want to die, and a lot of these situations require you to be, like, cartoonishly, strong. So,
yeah, the thing about these is that when I think of bad luck, I think of random events from the universe that ruin my day. Not, I'm going to specifically set up a cannon so I can walk into it and then get shot out of it.
Yeah, I don't, like, expect, meteors from the sky to plow into me and not kill me.
Right. It is an extremely rare occasion, but but based on these episodes, maybe it's more common in Sonic's world.
It does seem more common, because there's this episode and then the episode literally called Meteor.
Which has little to do with the meteor.
Right.
True.
So, Sonic and Knuckles, are playing some variant of golf called Gopher Ball, where they have to, knock the ball up a mountain and into a hole, which then will go back through some tunneling, directly to them. Sonic's good at it, and Knuckles is bad at it.
Okay, Knuckles is pretty good at it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, Knuckles is good, he's just, unfortunate?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does, like, swing it and then immediately hit, like, some passing birds.
And, like, the wind literally takes it away.
And, like, a leaf, like, knocks it off course.
He just, and then he starts to get mad, so he, like, gets worse at it. Like, he starts,
that's
like,
on him.
Hitting it. Yeah, he starts, like, hitting it faster, and it's like, he's doing worse because of that, but he's just like, oh, I'm unlucky. It's not because I'm bad at all. But it's like,
gotta say, he's kinda right.
He is, is the thing, you know, except for when he's trying to rapidly do it. But yeah, like, most of what happens to him in regards to games and stuff in this are literally luck-based. But Sonic's like, no, I'm just good. Sorry.
Sonic's like, no, I'm cool, actually. And he's right.
Right. Let's see. So, Knuckles blames it on luck. He talks with, like, Styx and their other friends about this, and Styx thinks that Knuckles, is experiencing a disturbance in the universal balance of luck. And the best way to do this is to, experience as much bad luck as possible.
Yeah, what?
No, that makes sense.
It makes sense because Knuckles then, spends the next couple minutes just, exposing himself to extreme amounts of pain.
Knuckles, yeah, I mean, he even says it makes sense, so I gotta believe Knuckles, right?
Yeah.
So.
He's a very smart man.
Yeah, famously.
He like, jumps off a cliff. He then shoots himself out of a cannon at the bottom of the cliff. He, gets attacked by bees. A fridge falls on him.
Oh yeah, where the fuck did the fridge come from, though?
Yeah, I thought that was going to be like Eggman flying back and dumping his trash, but no, it's just like from the universe.
Like, even some of the other, like, misfortune stuff later, it's like, well, we saw it at least, like, fly up and then fall down, you know? And then I'm like, where'd this fridge come from, though? No clue.
Mm-hmm.
No fucking clue.
Yeah, it's just pure cartoon logic, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Meanwhile,
he's just unlucky.
Meanwhile, Eggman decides to test out his skills with a game of laser tag with
Eggman's playing laser tag with his friends, and I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah! He says it's for, like, training, but we all know he just wanted to have some friends.
Eggman read the Hanging Out comic by Hydroxian and said, wow, me too.
Yeah.
Wow, what if I did that, though?
I'd love
He
to
said also,
out.
Orbot and Cubot, why are you doing neoliberalism?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Eggman just, manages to, he wins by tripping and firing a laser at just the right angle that it ricochets off all of the robots. He then decides he must have an extreme amount of good luck, and that the luck balance of the universe has shifted in his favor.
God, I wish that were me.
Mm-hmm. He's rolling 20s. So Amy and Tails, like, try to get Styx to help, get Knuckles to stop hurting himself. Styx thinks that, well, at the rate he's going, he'll either, be out of it soon, or he'll get eaten by a carnivorous plant.
Great.
You know, well, it's a good way to go.
It's a very interesting way to go.
Yeah, people will talk about it.
They try to convince Sonic to just let Knuckles win a game against him, but Sonic refuses. He is a competitor through and through.
Sonic says I'd rather him die.
They have a rematch, and Eggman, after briefly getting in the way of Knuckles' ball, decides to spend his good luck by attacking the town. It's very successful.
Yeah, completely flawless.
Yeah. Sonic comes up with a solution by convincing Knuckles to join Eggman, thereby evening out the luck.
Sonic's solution is to nag Knuckles.
Yep.
Yeah, and it works.
And it fucking works.
It works perfectly.
A valuable lesson was learned by all.
I don't think we should be learning that negging works. Sorry.
I love Sonic episodes that feel like they should have like a moral to them, and the moral is always just Sonic rules. He's right, it's good to neg your friends.
Knuckles, Eggman brings out a big robot called the Mega, and, once Knuckles is, in the fray, the Mega's head just sort of explodes, then it pulls a bomb out of itself and activates it and blows itself up.
Yeah, what? And Eggman's just like, well, that was good luck for me, because it means I don't have to test it. You guys couldn't.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's a prototype, and, it's working out its own bugs, I felt really lucky today, so I brought him out, and you see? Took care of itself. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright, whatever.
Yeah, so,
glad he's taking it with stride.
Yeah. After the plan fails, Eggman flees. The luck system is proven to be real and definitely works. And Knuckles is, through this elaborate plot they've come up with, has cleared out his luck. Unfortunately, the luck passes to someone else. And that someone is Tails.
Rip.
Who then has debris fall on him.
And that's how it ends.
Yeah.
That's how it ends. Remember, kids, if you're ever unlucky, simply use that bad luck to ruin someone else's day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
make it someone else's problem.
Episode 14, The Meteor. There's a meteor shower going on, and one of the meteors lands on the island they all live on. They go to check it out, and Eggman's there too, and he calls dibs on it. But Sonic and Eggman argue over this, and in order for something to really count it as dibs, you have to just fucking touch it.
I've never heard this before. People call dibs all the time without touching it, but I'm like, yeah, I guess that's the conceit of this episode, though. You kind of gotta touch the meteor.
You gotta.
Yeah, most of the time people call dibs that I know, it's because they're like, I'm not near that thing, but I know I want it, so I'm calling it now.
And I'm thinking
without
about
touching it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I will possess it in the future, so I'm saying it now.
Exactly.
So they both touch it, and there's a flash of light, and Sonic wakes up in Eggman's lair.
What if they switch bodies?
Yeah, they switched bodies, as it turns out.
We knew. I was like, the body swap episode. Why is it called Meteor?
I don't know.
Because Sonic is now Meteor.
Damn, he sure is! He sure fucking is. Wow.
Now that Sonic is in Eggman's body, he's like trying to reason with Orbot and Cubot. He points out, they talk about Eggman's spring break, and we get like this sequence of images of Eggman.
I love them.
Yeah. It's good art. Whenever, occasionally the show will have like a piece of 2D art and it will just look really nice.
Yeah, and I'm like, why aren't you guys doing that?
Yeah. If only the whole show looked like that, maybe it looked better.
Like,
yeah, if only it didn't hurt my eyes.
It looks okay. Yeah.
All things considered, like, it's just kind of like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like a 6 out of 10 one of these shows that popped up in the 2010s for some reason.
Yeah. I think even some of the jokes and stuff that I groan at and stuff sometimes, I would be more tolerant if it looked a little nicer, you know?
Yeah, it's just got a very stiff and barren look to it due to things like budget and art style and whatnot.
Yeah, I kind of like the video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In which case, that's very faithful of them.
Yeah.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
But should it be? I don't know.
There's a line about Eggman pretending to be Sonic. Cubot doesn't want to pretend to be Amy.
Yeah.
What was that?
This mean? I was like, dude, did Cubot get kissed?
Does Eggman tell Cubot to harass him? Please ask to go out on a date with me so I can say no.
Yeah, I guess that's a different Amy than the one that's in Sonic Boom, but
that's true.
They're still kind of implied to like each other, at least in the game.
Or
to like each other.
Is the implication that Eggman thinks Sonic and Amy are dating, and Orbot's please don't make me be your pretend wife?
Please don't try to kiss me again.
Please don't kiss me. Please, I'm begging you.
Yeah. So, Eggman in Sonic's body is completely immersed and completely, in character. That sort of brings up the gimmick of how they're doing the body swap, which is, it's the voice actors playing their usual character. It's the voice actors, playing as the body they inhabit, but, performing, it's Roger Craig Smith as, I can't believe I'm having trouble getting this out into words. The gimmick is that, it's Roger Craig Smith and Mike Pollock, doing impressions of each other, of each other's characters.
Yeah. So, I actually
it's
think
what everyone thinks, that the Deathly Hallows movie did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I prefer when they do stuff like this. It is fun because it, cut at first from, Sonic, thoughts, in his head, being in his voice. But then, he starts talking and, he's like, oh, that's Eggman. That's me in front of me. Oh, shit. That's me. And he, is this very, earnest Eggman voice. It's still Pollock's, voice. But with, the Sonic, I'm nice. And confused. Whereas, Eggman in Sonic's body is, it's still Sonic's voice, but he's I'm going to do an evil laugh, but in Sonic's voice. And it's good. I definitely, prefer this when people do, body swap things, just because it's, cool to, see, voice actors and stuff have, the opportunity to stretch their muscles a little bit and kind of act like a different character.
And it also is kind of fun if, like, these people are in the same studio with each other, hearing each other, like, voice act all the time. It's fun to be like, this is what you sound like to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It's like...
Be like, this is you.
This
it's
fucking laughing idiot.
They do an excellent job. I honestly really love how they handle it in this episode.
Yeah.
Just Roger Craig Smith doing a Mike Pollock impression and Mike Pollock doing a Roger Craig Smith impression. It's great.
It's good.
And like Sonic as Eggman in Sonic's body is just like all like doing like he's just really hamming it up.
Yeah,
just in terms of animation.
Yeah. Like, Body Swap's a classic, but, like, it's a classic for a reason. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes tropes are there for a very specific reason.
Mm-hmm. So, Tails is, like, studying the meteor while this is all going on. And, so Sonic has to, like, thanks Orbot and Cubot for letting him use the Eggmobile, and that's how they know this is an Eggman.
They're like, oh, maybe he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
They're like, oh shit, he's nice?
This motherfucker too nice to us. And, Cubot being like, who could it possibly be? And it's like, he told you, dude.
Yeah.
Man.
Also, just, Eggman is enjoying the concept of having friends.
Yeah, this was really good.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm gonna mess up Sonic so bad, but first I gotta do all of these plans that I have with my friends. Now that I have
he's like,
them.
I'll destroy them, but first I have volleyball with Knuckles at 3, and orchard picking with the crazy one, I can't remember her name right now. At 4:15. And then I have to go on that date with Amy. Oh, that'll take up some of my time.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm killing his friends.
But then I'm killing them. Like, I'm gonna hang out with them, and then I'm gonna kill them. I like that, like, he played, like, a video game with Knuckles, and he, like, did a, like, woohoo, I beat you, like, poor sport.
Yeah.
And Knuckles was like, damn, don't rub it in like that.
Yeah. This wasn't even him, being too Eggman. Sonic just does this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, the fact that Eggman was like, oh, Sonic's a good sport, I shouldn't have done that. But I was more thinking, like, no, I think Knuckles just is tired of Sonic doing that. Because it does seem like a very Sonic thing to do, just to, like, be like, woohoo,
just to be a huge dick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Woohoo! So, Eggman and Sonic face off, and,
yeah, they crash, because Sonic, as Eggman, does not know how to use the Eggmobile, and they just crash into a tree, and, like, Eggman, with all his friends, are, like, ready to face off with, who they think is Eggman, but, yeah, Sonic's just like, no, we swapped bodies, help!
And clearly, good guy Sonic is, being like, no, that's crazy, we should kill him now.
Yeah.
We should murder him. Also, he's handsome. Like, he makes sure to be
Also, he's very handsome. His ingenious plans and his handsome face. We need to stop him.
Yeah.
So, they, like, he throws a pie in his face, and says that Eggman did it.
That was stupid.
And it turns out it works perfectly, and they kick Sonic's ass. I love how, like, as Sonic in Eggman's body escaping and trying to Naruto run,
he's exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
He can't do it.
He's so tired.
Eggman got too much mass on him.
Eventually, it turns out the solution is to use Eggman's robots, so Sonic has to do a little Eggman robot attack, and he finds out that he's like, okay, whatever you do, don't hurt anyone, don't go lethal, just go easy on them. And before he can do that, he finds out he has to insult the robots in order to get them to do his commands. So he manages to pull this off. They fight.
We also cut to Tails, right? Like Tails, like still observing the meteor, and he like finally finds out that it swaps bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Because he sees like a bug and a lizard swap bodies in front of him, and he's like, "Oh shit, this is what happened to Sonic and Eggman. I gotta go tell them."
Yeah. They fight. What happens is eventually Tails shows up to tell them what's going on, and he now that they know that they have to like how to swap back, like Eggman is not gonna do it because he's got Sonic's body and his brain, so there's no disadvantages for him. But Sonic figures out a solution, which is to threaten to cut off his own mustache.
This is fun because earlier they were making fun. They were like, "Damn, his mustache sucks." When like Eggman was trying to like say like, "Wow, Eggman's so handsome."
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and he hated that.
Yeah. So Eggman succumbs to protecting his stash immediately. And the last shot is Sonic, they're back in their own bodies, and I guess Eggman got a sunburn based on the like little montage from before of Spring Break, I guess.
He also has a big like Sonic like tattooed on his head.
Yeah, it's like, I guess they put a little Sonic emblem on him while he was getting the sunburn.
Yeah, I was confused by that because it was shown to be later.
Yeah, I assume they did it while he was passed out, but like, it's a little weird.
Yeah, they had to drag him back home.
But he didn't have a sunburn when Sonic was sunburned.
Yeah, I
well,
guess
they left him out in the sunburn for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. They said it'll be funny when he gets a sunburn in the shape of Sonic's head. You know?
No, I know. That happened in the little, like, 2D animation. I just didn't know if it happened again. It seems like it happened again or something.
Yeah, they did it again.
Okay, yeah. That's what, yeah, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess they just did it again. That brings us to episode 15, Aim Low.
Don't worry, I will.
Sonic and
the real episode of this is why you should have a eagle boyfriend, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
mm-hmm.
The gang beats up one of Eggman's scorpion robots. He brings out another, but like that one goes down easy too. And upon this, Eggman just sort of sadly flies away. As it turns out, Eggman has depression.
Eggman has depression.
It's okay, King. We all go through it.
He's like, wow, I'm a loser. I suck.
I'm not a little birthday boy.
I'm not a little birthday boy. So true.
He sits down in front of the TV and his remote doesn't work.
With no motivation and no good vibes, he watches a program for a self-help guru named Soar the Eagle. This guy's a recurring character. I don't think he's in a lot. I just remember he's got a very memorable design. He's a big buff eagle man with a little headpiece and a polo shirt.
What's not to like?
Yeah, and he's dating Eggman.
Yeah. Eggman arranges a seminar for him and himself alone. And he enjoys this seminar Soar the Eagle gives. It's very nice. And then they like, after it, he's like looking at the merch, and Soar the Eagle convinces him, hey, if you really need some help, you should hire me as a live-in guru. With my 38-step plan, you'll be sure to succeed.
You should let me live in your house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We should move in together right now so I can help you, you know?
Yeah. Let's just let me be your live-in guy pal.
Oh my god, how can I help with that sleep schedule of yours if we are in separate bedrooms?
If only.
Mm-hmm. So they come up with the solution of, Eggman hires him as his live-in guru. They spend some time he's just like telling him how to have the motivation to do evil plans. Start small with like little victories, like stealing lunch. It's working. And after stealing some lunch, melting some candy, blowing up a mountain and creating a landslide.
They're literally just
the escalation there.
Yeah. Although the landslide, it's fun because it's near a ball of twine that the gang are looking at, and so Sonic uses the ball of twine to stop the landslide.
Yeah, it's cute.
But yeah, they're just like going on evil dates, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
God, I wish that were me.
Eggman finds his motivation again.
God, I wish that were me.
And now that he's, Sora tells him that they've only done step 1 of the 38-step plan.
No, step 6.
Oh, right, they're on step 6.
The last step is marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. But before he can do that, Eggman fires/breaks up with Soar the Eagle.
It's fucked up.
It's a tragic end. I think that if he had tried, he could have made it. They could have made it if they tried.
What Eggman didn't realize is that step 10 was meet the parents. Or maybe he did realize that and he's like, we can't let it get to that.
We can't.
Yeah.
We can't do this. Sorry.
He can't make a commitment like this.
Damn.
He's got evil plans to do.
He said conveniently, step 24 lands on Christmas, which is the day I take you to meet my parents.
Mm-hmm. After he fires him, he becomes indecisive and re-enters his depression.
Such a
and
move.
And he spends the rest of the episode just binging TV and eating junk food and getting his pajamas dirty. as it turns out, maybe breaking up with someone isn't the best solution to when you've gotten what you want out of them.
Yeah, maybe think about that a little bit, Eggman, and then go get your boyfriend back, which is I thought was going to be the ending of this episode.
Yeah, me too. I was he's going to get the he's going to get the guy back to give him some tips.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be we got to go find that eagle guy to get Eggman his groove back. No, that didn't happen.
Nope.
No. Instead, Sonic enters a manic state. He's bothering his friends, when they just want to be left alone. He's trying to do games with them. At one point, he, shows up and watches Amy paint a picture of herself, painting a picture.
Yeah.
That's what the Dutch masters do, honestly.
Mm-hmm. So the gang decide, well, in order to solve this problem, we just need to get Sonic and Eggman to fight again. So they do that.
I love that they're oh, well, Sonic's fucking annoying and he needs a bad guy to beat. Wow, my friend sucks so bad.
He's real fucking annoying. I need him to, have another annoying guy to occupy his time.
Extremely normal stuff.
Yeah.
I love having friends.
At first, the plan does not work, but eventually, while they're they go to Eggman and just bother him a bunch, and then Sonic shows up and they try to convince him to fight by pretending they're hurt.
But
Eggman
Sonic
is watching Hedgehog Abbey.
Yeah, he sure is.
And when something happens, he goes, "Oh no, you didn't," which is me watching Downton Abbey.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
So I felt very seen, felt very heard by that.
I want to see what Hedgehog Abbey is. I'm so curious.
I want to see Hedgehog Judi Dench.
Please! Now I'm thinking
I want to see Hedgehog Maggie Smith, please.
Now I'm thinking of fucking Cats 2019. Now I'm thinking of Cats 2019 Judi Dench, but it's a hedgehog instead of a cat.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Good. First result, Downton Abbey on the brink of chaos. Crackfic. Downton gets a visit from a certain mustachioed scientist up to no good.
Oh my
Dr.
god.
Robotnik is interested in a mysterious emerald Matthew discovered near the manor. But
oh my god.
dangerous hands the emerald could fall into may inhabit Downton itself.
Fuck. I don't even know what any of this is, and
I feel like I need to read that. I feel like I need to curse myself with that.
Yeah, it's...
Can you link that?
Yeah, would be happy to.
Great. I'll be doing some research.
Fuck.
Eventually, Sonic and Amy start arguing, or Sonic and Amy and Eggman start arguing, which causes Sonic and Eggman to start arguing. And they're back to it. Eggman gets back to his old self again. He sends out the robots, and that's where the episode ends.
Great.
It's that easy, folks. You just gotta get your manic friend and your depressed friend together, and they'll cure each other.
Yeah, that's how it works.
They'll balance each other out.
Nothing will ever go wrong getting your fucking sad, depressed friend and your manic. Oh no.
It works exactly like that, folks. Trust me.
Yeah.
Bad. That sounds like a lot of energy.
I can tell it worked by the smug look on all of Sonic's friends' faces.
So true.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Episode 16. How to succeed in evil without really trying.
AKA, Tails refuses to learn a lesson.
Tails gets trolled.
Tails does.
He does kind of get trolled in this.
So, Styx is foraging berries for a pie contest. Beige berries for beige berry pie. Tails offers to help and makes a Jimmy Neutron invention.
God, he sure does.
Yeah, why'd he do that?
I guess that's how he basically builds a big combine harvester, and tries to charge it up with Sonic's energy by just making him run a bunch to power a generator, and put that in a battery. I guess it works, because the harvester is able to turn on.
Yeah, he also says Sticks should love it because it is natural energy. It's naturally from Sonic.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's going blue. Tails his own words.
Even better than going green.
Yeah. Better than green.
So, they send out the harvester, and very quickly, the orchard is reduced to ruins.
Rip.
It destroys all the trees, and all the berries. It just sort of turns it into a sort of a slurry of berry mush.
Yeah, 'cause, at first, Tails is well, at least the berries are safe, but then the machine spits out, berry goop.
Yeah, it does start shitting out berry goop.
That he pretends is jam later, I guess.
Yeah. But there is one tree still standing. It's a guy disguised as a tree.
Yeah, we forgot to say that Sticks earlier was, picking berries and being no one will ever find my recipe unless the trees are spying on me. And then she just, stares at that tree for a bit.
And they are, wow. It seems
she's right.
It seems like a lot of Styx's, conspiracies are right, because also her stuff with the luck balance was correct.
Yeah.
She's just right.
Yeah, sometimes you're just right, but you're a bit abrasive about it, so no one wants to believe you, you know?
You know that... Oh man, actually, now thinking about it, Hydroxy, making Styx into, a detective.
A Mulder-type character.
With, stuff that she's right about. Makes total sense, honestly.
Yeah.
She's
I would love her to be in Hanging Out so bad.
I really hope that, she gets to be in Hanging Out.
She fucking tells everyone about, all the coups and stuff in South America and they ignore her. You know that.
Yeah, she tells them all about how Orbot and Cubot are, funneling, money into paramilitary death squads, and they're just what are you talking about? And then they're I mean, they are Eggman robots, but that'd be crazy.
Yeah, they've done so much good for us.
That's crazy. These Eggman robots wouldn't do that.
A shadowy council of dudes, see how Tails has destroyed this orchard and understand he must hate nature and therefore is prime material for membership in their secret order. So they show up.
Extremely cool order.
Yeah.
That doesn't get made fun of at all. That doesn't get made fun of at all.
Everyone loves it. Tails is replanting the orchard when, the three shadowy figures show up and, give him a letter, but he can't open it. So they just tell him, he's invited to a, bi-monthly potluck dinner and raffle for the Lightning Bolt Society. Tails is oh, potluck, that sounds fun. Too bad I have to plant all these seeds. But one of the members of the Lightning Bolt Society just takes out this huge gun that fires seeds and just fires them everywhere. They say it was a steal.
Wink.
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 Eggman plays a game. I'm not sure what the fuck this is. It's like
Shooting a squirrel? I don't know. He's like trying to kill a squirrel.
It's like if you were playing... Yeah, it's like if you were playing the Goose Game, but you were like playing from the perspective of like the citizens.
Mm-hmm.
And you were trying to kill the goose.
Yeah.
True.
Goose Hunter. Yeah, this is like some Flash game shit. But he gets interrupted by a little pop-up telling him that Tails has joined the Lightning Bolt Society. And he fucking hates those guys.
He's like, why the fuck would Tails ever join those losers?
Yeah.
Unless they're working with Sonic to steal my trash.
Yeah. It turns out they love stealing Eggman's garbage. We see him like shooing a bunch away, and he decides to solve this problem by putting a brick on top of his dumpster.
Got him.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
I don't see them steal anything more in this episode.
So true.
Mm-hmm. Where the fuck was that? Styx and the gang return from the pie contest. Styx won it off screen, and they're gonna give Tails pie as a reward for replanting the orchard. But it turns out the seeds left by the lightning bolt guy was it's all evil Audrey 2 plants. They're all piranha plants.
Yeah, they're just trying to eat the gang, and
I wish all these plants were singing.
Yeah, please.
Feed
me. But yeah, they're like, okay, I guess they like see the invitation that Tails gets, and Amy opens it like easily when Tails couldn't, and they're like, oh, okay, he's been asked to join this Lightning Bolt Society, and more like Lightning Dolt. Wow.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, something sus is going on here, so we're gonna go, like, save it. Oh no, they, like, realize at first that, like, oh, these are, like, bad dudes because they keep trying to steal fruit at the market. And
they're like, aren't those fucking dudes who just steal fruit at the market?
Yeah.
Like, aren't those losers?
Yeah, but they're like, those are bad guys, though. We should, like, go save, quote-unquote, Tails. So, yeah, that's what, Sonic and Amy end up doing. Tails is, like, at the potluck, right?
Yeah, he's at this potluck. He
brought nothing!
All he brought was just the goop, which he's trying to pass off as jam.
Yeah. And
that is extremely fucked up of him.
Yeah, and they, like, try it, like, the people there try it, and they're like, oh, this has dirt in it. You're evil.
They're like, it's just fucking, like, berry juice and mud, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, it's jam, and they're like, you are so good at this.
You're so good at being evil. He just loads up his own plate, though, yeah. Which, like, mood.
He loads up his plate with just as much shit as he can, including the entire bowl of shrimp.
Oh, is that what I didn't see that he had the plate there for a second, and they were like, try the shrimp, and I thought he just like poured it on the floor.
Oh, he poured it onto his plate, yeah.
I thought he just like grabbed it and was like, thanks, and then just like dumped it all over the ground.
He dumped it to his little friend on the ground.
That's true. Oh my god, I forgot to mention something important about this episode.
Oh yeah?
This is the episode where Sonic is talking some nonsense, and he's going, and then Knuckles gives him a high five, and Sonic's like, yeah, you get it, bud. And he's like, no, I don't. But I never leave a hog hanging. What did he mean by that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, cause like Sonic makes like a bad pun, and then he's like, you get it! And Knuckles is like, nope, but I don't leave a hog hanging.
This is an important lesson about friendship. Never leave a hog hanging.
Never leave a hog hanging.
Never leave a hog hanging.
Gotta help your bros out. Help them with their hanging hogs.
If you see a hog hanging, you gotta help him out.
Yeah. You know, with your bros. You know,
Bro Code 101. Listen to Knuckles.
I wanted to mention the Lightning Bolt Society is all, like, various folks from town that have done, like, villainous things. Like, we've got Dave the Intern, we've got, I think his name's Mike the Walrus, or something the Walrus. The Walrus from a couple episodes ago.
First name is I
like,
Am.
One of the generic bandits from, like, the Gogaba episode.
Oh god, that episode.
Yeah, they're all, like, a lot of them are... We see the tree guy there, who's stuck in his tree costume.
It serves him right.
Yeah. He just wears that all the time now.
Like, damn.
Yeah, I hope it sucks, man.
Help this man, he's gotta pee.
Nah, he can stay in there.
He's fine. He likes it in there.
He said help me out.
Yeah.
That was a joke. He was joking.
Damn, I fell for the joke.
You see, that's why he's in the evil society.
Fuck.
Yeah. Sonic and Amy, like, argue over a plan to get in. Sonic wants to, break through the window. Amy wants to, disguise herself as a pizza delivery person. The point is, one plan has pizzazz, and the other plan has pizza. And they start yelling this at each other. And
one plan has pizzazz, and the other plan has Amy's Italian sausage.
Hey.
Hey.
So while they're having this argument, like, a guy just, like, stops by to take out the trash.
Yeah, like, an easy opportunity for them to, like, go in. He's even like, hey, strangers, can you hold the door open for me? And they're like, no. Fuck you.
They're like, fuck off. And he's like, okay. Damn.
It's like, dude, it was right in front of you, man.
Yeah. Tails is inducted into the Lightning Bolt Society, but, and we find their master plan, which is to control all the fruit in the village, and possibly even beyond.
That's so fucked up.
So fucked up. They're like, with Tails, instead of 2-bit villains, we'll be 4-bit villains, or even 8-bit villains. And Tails is like, I'm not actually evil, though.
I'm just a funny little guy.
I'm just a dude who made a mistake and sucks sometimes. I'm a child. I am mistakes.
8 years old.
I'm 8 years old and I am raised by a teenager. Of course I'm going to do dumb shit. Actually...
I'm raised by a teenager who never thinks he's wrong ever.
Yeah.
Actually, he just taught me the other week it's okay to neg your friends if it's to win the day.
How is I feel like Tails' age is, like, extra ambiguous in Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
All of their ages are ambiguous in this. It's enough so you can think they're cool.
Yeah. I think they are referred to as teenagers at one point or another, but even then, I'm not sure if Tails is supposed to be a kid or a teen.
It doesn't really
Is
matter,
he like
but...
13 and they're like that beautiful line between teenager and child?
Oh, a tween, yes.
Yeah.
I guess, maybe.
Tween Tails.
Ooh.
Twin tail, tween tail.
Dragon Tails.
That too.
So Sonic and Amy come in to save Tails. Then Eggman comes in through the roof. He calls the
more
the
pizzazz.
lightning bolts. Yeah. It's more pizzazz than Sonic. And Sonic and Amy both try to do their own plans on their own. But Eggman is just kind of annoyed. He calls them all dolts. Cause, it's a pun. And, like, he tries to get them to fight, Tails and Sonic and Amy, but, they don't have anything, so they just improvise with the food.
They throw food at them.
Yeah, and it fails miserably.
And he calls them dolts again.
Sonic says it's just you and me, despite the numerous other people in the room. And ultimately the society distracts Eggman because they all want autographs from him, because he's their hero. So they get out of there. They help Knuckles and Sticks fight the monster plants, which got worse because it rained off screen. Tails brings in the big harvester to, like, wipe out all the piranha plants. And he saves the day. Now he's gotta get planting. And Sticks is gonna go visit the Lightning Bolt Society.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, Tree just told me to bring my pie to a potluck.
Crazy how quickly they set up again.
Well, they gotta get more food somewhere. Maybe they just
That's
picked
true.
it up all off the floor.
They probably stole it.
Is that the evilest thing they do, is invite people to their potluck and being like, the new people are the only ones who are gonna bring food?
Yeah, I think so. They do that, they steal fruit.
That is evil.
I love that, like, yeah. Did we say that, like, Sonic and Eggman both thought, like, the Lightning Bolt Society were, like, on the other side? They just...
Yeah, they just assumed. And our final scene is, Dave the intern using his seed gun to, put sesame seeds on a burger.
I was like, this man's gonna have plants growing in his stomach, because that's how this show works.
Yeah, why'd he do that?
Like, they even glow a little bit on the burger. It's a little...
Yeah, why'd he do that?
So...
The inside of his mind is an enigma, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah, it's crazy in there.
Let's see. So, let's see, what the fuck was I gonna say? That's basically how, that's it for these episodes.
Yeah.
A bunch of stuff happened. So why don't we, read off some questions? Today I, kind of put off watching the episodes until, like, an hour ago. So I, just did a little @ here in the Ask Zone, which you can, visit by joining the Discord. Sidmon asks, if you had the superpower of luck manipulation, who would you target with bad, and who would get traded with good luck? So I guess, if you took all of the, I guess one person to give a lot of bad luck and one person to get a lot of good luck.
And the good luck person can't be me, right? I can't give it to myself?
Yeah, I was also wondering that.
I assume if you have luck manipulation, you're already doing that to yourself.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I would spin a wheel and I would target one random billionaire to get a lot of bad luck. Hashtag get all your wealth stolen or whatever. And then who would I give good luck to?
I mean, my boring answer for give luck to is, like, friends and family. That's like answer.
Probably a family member.
But, and yeah, the bad luck.
I don't know, maybe like a client I have whose pet is like going through it and I'm like, you need like a W.
Yeah, or like, you know, whenever I see like someone have like a hard time on Twitter and have to like post their like PayPals for money or something, maybe I'll just give that person some good luck, especially if it's like from the billionaires. My answer, was like billionaires, or like the first thing I thought of was like Henry Kissinger, because I think it would be funny if something happened with this old man.
If he died with like a banana peel.
Yeah. Oops.
In Minecraft.
Yeah, in Minecraft, of course.
Yeah. I guess I think the funniest person to give a lot of bad luck to would either be Germa, or fulfill that one guy on 4chan's wishes, or give all the bad luck to David Lynch. But
I mean, realistically, it would be like Elon Musk, because he would post through it.
Yeah!
Like, a lot of people getting bad luck wouldn't talk about their bad luck, but like, Elon would post all about it, but with an air of like, I'm winning, actually.
I'm winning, giving bad luck
I meant to
Trump,
like,
he would post on Truth Social at least, you know.
I'm really giving my bad luck to anyone who would post through it in the funniest way.
Yeah, that's a great answer, honestly. Like, Bezos isn't, like, online enough for it to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since I was talking about Germa earlier, I guess if there's someone I want to give good luck to, it's gotta be someone, like, who makes stuff online and isn't, like, an asshole and deserves it. Yeah. Because, you know, the algorithm is basically just luck. I will give it to... Well...
Give it to our friends at Noise
.xyz.
It's a little too early for the plug, but...
I am now looking at, various creators I follow on Twitch, and I guess I'm gonna give it to, how about Markatoto? Listeners, look up Markatoto, that's Markototo, on Twitch. He's great. He deserves more viewers.
This is our way of giving him good luck.
Mm-hmm. The off chance that someone will, listen to this episode and decide to become a Markatoto fan.
Doing the you're not immune to propaganda Garfield voice, but you're not immune to becoming a Markatoto fan.
Yeah.
Man, I forgot about the David Lynch guy. Fuck, now I'm just thinking about it, like, if you were the luck manipulator, like the David Lynch guy, who's, like, wishing all the pain on him, and he gets fucked over instead, like, what if, you had luck manipulation, but you had to take the bad luck in order to give someone good luck? Would you do it, and how often? It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. Like, I guess I would occasionally, but I don't want anything, like, awful to happen to me. I don't want it to, like, kill me, you know? Like,
okay, the thing about that is that I'm a worm and I'm a people pleaser, so if someone told me that their day was bad and my brain was like, you can make it better though, I would probably do it.
Yeah! Exactly.
Like, I'm a little worm and someone's like, damn, I'm so unlucky, and I'm just like, that's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't want to die, but their day's been kind of shitty.
I'm looking, I'm like, would this, like, result in, like, a broken bone, or maybe would I just, like, get a dent in my car? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah. Like, if it's, like, of equal, like, value, like, sure, that would be fine.
Yeah, doing, like, cosmic equivalent exchange.
Yeah.
So let's see. Next question from Jasmine. Have you played body swapping storylines in any tabletop games?
No, but that's not a bad idea to bring up to Spike for a future idea.
Be right back. I really need some water.
Okay.
We can just cut this
I
out.
do have one that's slightly... It's not a full body swap. It's more of I get to possess someone when they're not there. So I played D&D with some friends for a very short time until my schedule changed and I had to not play it anymore. But I played it with one of the friends where they weren't able to make it to the first session because of family business. So what I did was my character just like carried them on my shoulders the whole time. And so every time after that, we were like not conjoined at the shoulders, but if we like ever separated, one of us would fly into a berserker rage. So the game was anytime one of us was missing, we would just like possess the other person and do moves for them.
That's funny.
So not body swap, but more of fun possession.
Yeah.
I don't know how it would work, but it would be very funny to bring it up to Spike and see if
actually,
they have any
that does
desire
remind me.
To do it in the future.
I think there is.
Dan's in my camp. Is in a campaign.
Yes.
And that's what
in Fellowship, there is, I believe, in one of the books, an obstacle that allows for like a body switching story to happen. I think it's called Heart Swap, like the Pokemon move.
Oh, that makes sense.
Alright.
Yeah. So, there's definitely room to do that. I also think there's also, like, different variations of, there's an Imposter Among Us storylines.
Among Us!
There's like 3 different variants of, here's a guy disguised as one of your friends.
Yeah, I do like that kind of stuff. Like, that stuff's fun. Like, or, I know... I feel like that would be something easy to do in, like, interstitial, too. I'm just thinking of other things. Like, because it'd be funny to see what people think of, like, the character you picked or whatever.
Yes.
But anything, honestly. Like, I would love to play, like, a game where, like, there was just, like, an extended period of time where you had to play someone else's character. Like, I think it would be, like, a pain in the ass, but I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, you can just, like, swap your character sheets and just use the other person's for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to see how long you can go before people are just like, that's not the character, you know?
Yeah.
Just like, that's not, what are you doing?
James the Cat Girl asks, if there was a local villain society, would you go?
Depends.
Sorry, I don't like the police.
So true.
Yeah, I guess it is just like the police union balls.
That's why I said it depends. Like, who are we calling villains in this case?
Yeah, are we talking about villains in the gay way, or are we talking villains in the straight way?
If it's villains in the gay way, then I'm going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm finding someone whose life I can ruin.
Mm-hmm.
They might ruin your life, though. It could be like...
I'm kind of gonna do like a Dr. Starline Eggman situation where I will like annoy them, but they will eventually kill me.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just a gathering of all the, like, queer-coded villains. I would absolutely go to that, 100%.
Yeah, great. It sounds fantastic.
I only want to go if they're like the Lightning Bolt Society and they're just like total losers.
That too.
That would be very funny.
Yeah, I want like all the B tier villains.
I would fit in. I would fit in better if it was that.
Like, just a group of, like, Team Rocket style goons.
If we just, like, stole fruit, like, that'd be kind of funny.
I would love to steal some fruit. Prevent scurvy.
some fruit stealing some fruit. Pretty good.
Teddy asks, out of all the continuities of Eggman, which is the most smoochable?
I don't know enough about
I gotta
all of Eggman's.
look up, give me a second. OVA Eggman. OVA Eggman.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a funny yellow guy. He seems nice. I know he's evil, but he seems nice.
Right. Yeah, he is just, he's fun to be around.
I know, he would make me laugh.
I definitely like the more clownish Eggmans. Like, I don't want anyone who's, like, too serious about their villainy. Like, honestly, the Boom Eggman is a good choice. Like, if they, like, because he's kind of just a clown about it. He's just kind of like, I'm just doing stuff, but I'll sit at home and be depressed sometimes, too. Like...
Yeah. I will also say, Sonic X Eggman is probably a good contender for me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he has that level of clown, but he also, like, he can hold it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe let's see. I'm thinking it's gotta be Sonic X Eggman for me.
Yeah.
Or Boom Eggman. Boom Eggman's really good.
Yeah, I think those are my choices, too. Boom or Sonic X.
Do you prefer body swaps in fictions?
Fun fact, if you look up Sonic X Eggman and you scroll, like, right when you get to the overview, about 4 images in, you do get a picture of Eggman and Sonic kissing.
Great!
Good for them.
So, confirmed. Scroll 2 more images and you do get a picture of Shadow and Sonic kissing.
Well, of
course. Good for them, yeah. Of course.
So really just a fertile ground over here.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't love enemies to lovers, or enemies and lovers?
It works every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, generally, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, right. Teddy also asks, do you prefer body swaps in fictions where the voices and body match up, stay the same, or where the voices swap?
Yeah, I kind of mentioned this in the episode, but I prefer when they, like, stay the same, because I like to hear the actors get to, like, kind of experiment and stretch their acting legs and kind of act as someone else that they normally don't.
I do like when actors get to, like, kind of make fun of their friends, you know? I mean, I assume the actors who are working in these studios are friends, like coworkers, but like kind of get to sit there and be like, this is what you sound like. I'm gonna pretend to be you. I think that's fun.
Yeah, that's fun. I think so.
I do totally understand, like, making it so the voices swap, because there is a lot of convenience there. But, if you can get away with keeping them, I like that.
Yeah.
Teddy's last question. Do you think villains getting therapy would be good or bad for the heroes?
Oh, I don't know.
A lot of the funny things about them are specifically because they refuse to get therapy. So, bad.
Sure.
So, wait, let me reach that phrase. Good for the heroes because they might work out their issues. Bad in the sense that they wouldn't be fun anymore.
You say that, right. But I think some villains would just would pretend that they're like getting therapy, like they're getting like the therapy they need, and then they're just like, I'm gonna use therapist language and fucking manipulate my minions with therapy language now.
Yeah.
Instead.
Oh, so what you're saying is I'm now going to write a retelling of the Dr. Starline and Surge and Fennec Fox, whatever his name is, where Dr. Starline just says, wow, I feel like you guys are really experiencing a big T-trauma moment right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, like they might be using like shit like that. And then it's like, it might be worse for Maybe not the heroes, but it would be worse for the people who work for the villains, probably.
Okay, so I want them, yeah, you're right. I want them to get therapy, but like internet therapy in which they learn what the words are, but don't actually know what they mean, like a clinical or like psychological setting.
Yeah,
they don't have the training to like properly deploy them, but they are gonna do it anyway.
Cubot, I think you're kind of gaslighting me now. Like,
listen, I'm just doing this to cope, you know?
Some of us.
Yeah, some people take over the world to cope. Like, what can you do?
I also just think, like, depending on the story, it might be the hero's goal to give them therapy.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't.
And maybe they will take what they learn in therapy and be a worse person.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, therapy only helps you if you want it to help you. Like...
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times villains do not want it to help them. So, even if they
But they do want to use it against others, and you know what?
Next question. Kitty the Cat asks, how would Sonic and Company deal with Darby the Gambler? And I did think about this one.
Yeah, I've been mulling this over for a while.
I think if we're dealing with the Boom Crew, then, Tails gets turned into a coin, Amy gets turned into a coin, Sonic might get turned into a coin, Six refuses to play, and Knuckles gets back all the souls by playing Calvin Ball.
Yeah, Knuckles, does the Jotaro completely stone face, like, deal. But Sonic is the one getting him the cigarette.
Yeah, I think he's going to, like, make up a game, and he just keeps changing the rules, like, without Darby realizing it.
Do you think Knuckles is gonna do that, like, picture of, like, person not understanding why they're losing, and me eating the chess pieces?
Oh, he's gonna eat those chess pieces.
He's gonna eat the chess pieces. Darby isn't gonna know what's happening. Damn, where all my poker chips go?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's see. So, our last question comes from Emmy the Mouse, who asks, what other Sonic characters are most likely to have depression?
Tails.
So Shadow has it, but doesn't know he has it and refuses to acknowledge it.
Yes.
Silver has it, but is well medicated and has gone to therapy.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Tails has it on top of having dysphoria.
Yep.
I think maybe, like, not Amy in most of the games when she's, like, younger, but, like, when she gets older, she definitely has depression, like, especially when she's, like, finding out that she's, like, not as into Sonic as she thought. She's like, wow.
Oh, so hanging out Amy has depression.
Yes. Yeah. But, like, in the sense of, like, I have made too much of my identity around chasing Sonic. And, like, you know...
chasing this guy who has made it abundantly clear that he never ever felt that way about me.
Yeah. And, like... Yeah, I mean, Boom Amy seems a lot more stable than some of the other Amy's.
That, I think, answers all our questions. Actually, next week, we will be having a little Halloween special. We're going to be reading some more Sonic creepypasta, like we have done in years past. I've been going over which one to pick. I think this year, I'm going to go with something a little less obvious, but one particularly bad creepypasta that is near and dear to my heart. And that is the story, Good Night, Sweet Princess. It's on Geoshia's Lost episodes wiki. It is a lost episode that is mostly one guy complaining about how the Sonic of the 2000s is different from the Sonic of the 90s.
You don't say.
Wow, that's crazy.
Damn, they sure are different.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah. Maybe I'll look for some other stuff if that ends a little quickly. I think I will save Sonic.exe round 2 for next year. But look forward to Goodnight Sweet Princess. It's one of my favorites.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I just found another Sonic. I just checked, this wiki for other stories. I think we're gonna have plenty of room for more funny stories to read. Including one called Tails' Depression.
Oh,
it's very short.
Wow, we just talked about this.
Wow, yeah.
Morg was right.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Let's see. Although, I guess it wouldn't hurt to roll for the week after, so we don't have to worry about it then.
If we remember.
Ooh, I hope we get Sonic Underground.
No!
Let me see.
You just miss it so bad.
That is a 9. Do we want to talk about Sonic Boom again in 2 weeks, or do you want to talk about something else?
Boy, I want to talk about Sonic Underground.
Why do you want to talk about Sonic Underground so bad?
I want it to be over.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'd be fine with doing it again, or
Yeah, that's a 2-week buffer.
Yeah. Unless you had something else in mind, I'm fine with whatever.
I could re-roll it again and see what we get instead.
Be crazy if it was Sonic
Underground.
Underground.
This a choice.
You can always cut it.
That is a 4, which would be, let me see, I think that's UK Sonic.
I thought it was gonna actually be Sonic Underground.
I was also expecting Sonic Underground.
I would lose my mind.
Yeah, so do you want to talk about Boom or UK Sonic?
I think UK Sonic, honestly.
Yeah.
Alright.
I feel like I still don't know a whole lot about UK Sonic. Cause I feel like there's a lot.
I know he's
there.
British.
Mm-hmm.
He's not! He's kind of American-ish.
I know he's like a British depictions of a cool American teen.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the British concept of a cool American kid circa 1994. Which is to say he, has a leather jacket and a cool American accent.
God, he's so cool.
God, he's really cool.
I don't know what'll be up next on the list there, but, I'll check it out and hopefully we'll talk about it in 2 weeks' time. So I believe that, wraps everything up. So, let us take it to the plugs. I'm Dan. You can find me at a lot of places, and now you can find all those places at, biggerchallenge.card with 2 R's, .co. From there you can find all the different podcasts I listen to, or I'm part of, which include Pot of Greed, a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. We're, making our way through season 4, the final season of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That's gonna be over pretty soon. We're a little less than halfway. It's pretty good. Great listen. We had a guest on recently, and we might have another guest on very soon. You can listen to, Video Games, the movie, the podcast, a, video game movie review podcast. The latest episode is on Hardcore Henry, the 2015 film. And our next episode will be on Pokemon the first movie with special guest Emery.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
You can listen to Wow, Cool Robot, a Gundam podcast. I'm on with Yuria of 6 Feet Under for the season on Gundam Build Fighters, which is a cute and fun show about let's take Gunpla and make a hypothetical sports/card game anime out of it. They use the Gundams as little models for battles, like a custom robo or something. It's great. And you can also visit at Xbox_holiday, where Usher celebrates holidays with Xbox. Recently, it was Indigenous Peoples Day, so happy Indigenous Peoples Day, Xbox. Morg, where can we find you?
You can find me at Haunting the Morg on Twitter. That's Haunting the MORG. You can also find me at my other podcasts, Forward ReZero, a ReZero Watch podcast, and Pokemon Ghost Gaze, a Pokemon Ghost Game podcast, which I do with Emery, who's going to guest on Dan's podcast soon. That's it for me. Devin, how about you?
You can find me on Twitter at Groovenghastly. You can eventually find me on a podcast called We Rate Queerbait, where we go through the blurry lines between homies and homos. We had Dan on for an episode about Sonic X, where Sonic got lots of boyfriend points.
Yeah. Turns out Sonic, a lot of people love him. And they all want to be his boyfriend.
Turns out the show might entirely be about how everyone wants to be his boyfriend. It's crazy over there. And that's it for me.
Alright. And you can find us on Twitter at ShuffleSonic. You can find our Discord listed in the Twitter and in the show notes. And you can find us on Noisepace.xyz. Noisepace.xyz is a podcast network with a lot of great shows on it from a variety of hosts. A lot of the shows we've mentioned already are on there, and many more. This week, I'd actually like to shout out a new podcast that just debuted, Sounds About Light, a Kingdom Hearts podcast. It's Sam and Drew, both of Extra Credits fame, talk about Kingdom Hearts, and surprise, surprise, this is something that Sam actually likes. Every other podcast he's done has been about things he hates, but this time it's a genuine love for Kingdom Hearts.
He does keep doing podcasts about shit he hates. Or hates.
Sometimes that's what drives you.
Or even if he doesn't hate it at first, he will hate it by the end. And that's incredible.
Yeah, he started off liking Kyle XY.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started.
Yeah.
I hope he'll continue to like Kingdom Hearts by the end.
He's played the
It's
ball.
really hard to keep liking it by the end.
No, he's played the ball.
Okay, but when you have to talk about it instead of just letting it wash over you.
True, fair.
You know?
He does insist that Kingdom Hearts is not that complicated. There's just a lot of it. Which I believe.
Yeah,
just figuring out where to start the timeline is kind of the hardest part.
He said something like, Kingdom Hearts is good for, Kingdom Hearts lore is good for someone who likes, Wikipedia, lore Wikipedias and stuff. So I jokingly...
the Kingdom Hearts Wikipedia is trying to compete with a Fate Wikipedia.
So I jokingly said on Ghost Gaze, you might like it if you like Homestuck.
I mean, honestly,
and that's kind of true.
I mean, I would say the key difference is that Homestuck is very ironic, while Kingdom Hearts is very sincere.
It's, like, extremely sincere.
Yeah, which is why I love Kingdom Hearts. It is overwhelmingly sincere.
Yeah. Listen, sometimes you just love it when a boy discovers the power of light and love and heart, and is able to overcome evil that way.
Genuinely, I do, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes something gets activated in you when you're playing Dream Drop Distance and someone says, "Wow, Riku, you were the guardian of Sora's nightmares and protecting him from evil this whole time." And I said, "Hello?"
Yeah, also, you could just be extremely enthused about how there's like 4, 5, 6, 7 different Soras, and that's good, actually, and I like that. Genuinely.
Yeah, Sora's just a boy who has like 5 other people just living inside of him.
Yeah, it's good. Genuinely.
And like 3 distinct clones running around.
Yeah, yeah.
There's also shows that aren't part of the network, but are friends of ours, and are on the network page, like Nintendo Bros. A mishmash of Super Smash. They've got news, character history, and enough Smash Brothers humor to make you SD. Dive into this cyber hole and learn about some fighting friends. Let me see. Their latest... Let's see. Do they have... Yes, okay. The most recent episode is from March 19th of 2021. Is episode 50.5, The Boys Are Back. We're here, Ultimate sucks online, get used to it. The episode before that is from November 25th, 2020. Episode 50, titled Daddy Daycare 2. So, it looks like it's not really active anymore, but it looks like they're having some fun. They had some fun with it when it lasted. That's it. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to say, talk about this podcast with your friends. Podcasts spread well with, word of mouth and stuff. It's good. I'm sure you can tell your friends about, Sonic the Hedgehog, Dr. Starline, Knuckles the Echidna, and all our other friends. Alright, that's everything. So, Sonic is real, he is strong, and he is my friend.
He is the only Blue Live that matters.
The only one.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.